Hello my fellow Tamrielites. The Writhing Wall is down, Update 48, Season of the Worm Cult Part 2 is live, and we have access to Eastern Solstice. If you are looking for any of the locations associated with achievements or rewards in the zone, you're in the right place. The exploration achievements added with Update 48 include 3 achievements that require you to find specific items, people, or locations in the zone to unlock the achievement. These are Were Undaunted, The Legend of Atlorn the Lost, and Soul-Shriven on Solstice. Also in this video, I'll be showing the map locations for all the quests associated with rewards that I left out of my Update 48 rewards video because showing the map before the zone unlocked felt like spoilers. Speaking of spoilers, I'll put up one map at the very end of the video in the outro with all of the specific locations marked for your screen capping pleasure, but I'll save that to the end so I don't spoil anything for anyone who's trying to avoid a particular bit. We'll start with the achievement We Were Undaunted, which involves finding and freeing 4 trapped souls and then reading the book about their story. I don't know how it is for you, but when I look at these achievements, I'm always wondering what exactly it is that I'm looking for. The first one, near Sea and Sword Lodge, says Destroy Mace, and I'm like, I'm not really looking around on the ground for an actual... Oh, yes. Yes, I am. So if you're here just to see what it is you're looking for, like I always am, here it is. This is the thing. You'll find some sort of abandoned camp in the area, and the weapon will be on the ground with little blue sparkles to draw your attention. You destroy it, which frees the soul that had been trapped in the soul gem used to craft the item. And here's a map showing the general area of the mace. I'll do this with each one of the locations. I'll show the general area when we talk about the specific thing, and at the end of the section before I go to the next achievement, I'll put up a map with a dot for the exact spot where each item is. The next item for We Were Daunted is to destroy the dagger south of Bismuth Grotto. It's doing its little sparkly thing, and you will smash it, yes, south of the point of interest Bismuth Grotto, right about here-ish, thus releasing another soul from an eternity of torment. Our third piece of equipment is a shield lying in a camp south of Leviathan's End, which is also a point of interest in Eastern Solstice. You'll be able to smash the shield somewhere around this area, and I have to admit that even though my soul gems are filled with Daedra, I'm starting to feel ever so slightly bad about using them. On the other hand, I am just going to kill those Daedra if they come back, so really I'm just saving myself time by not freeing them, on top of the innocent mortals they'd killed before I caught them again. So with that moral quandary out of the way regarding soul gems, our last trapped soul for the We Were Daunted achievement is trapped in a battle axe above Soul Caller's Haunt, the achievement says. Soul Caller's Haunt is a world boss location, and above actually is a clue here as you do have to go upstairs to get to it. After you've found all 4 pieces of gear, you'll come to the cliffs above Ashbound Hall to find and read the journal that describes how these 4 Undaunted became daunted and came to be trapped in soul gems. Once you've read the tale of their sad fate, their ghosts will depart finally at peace. I like this achievement a lot. We ran into a daunted Bosmer in the Deadlands just as a random encounter, and he's a compelling character to just run into in the wilds of Deadlands. He has a sad story. We can't help him, and it feels good that we can help these 4. I so enjoy the little connections that make the world feel real and full. It feels right that a member of the Undaunted would think of themselves as daunted if they failed and fell and got trapped like the spirits they'd battled. Next up, I'll be showing a map with dots at each one of the exact locations instead of circles. If you want to skip that and look for them yourself in the areas I indicated, jump to the timestamp on the screen. I'll do a longer fade in than normal to give anyone who needs a chance to move the little button, and here we are at the map showing the exact location of all 5 things needed for the achievement We Were Daunted. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about this sort of stacked reveal. Would you have been happier with just like a 5-minute video showing maps with dots on them and that's it? I always want to honor people's time, but I also know sometimes it really is just about getting a good hint or a general nudge, not the exact location. The next achievement we'll find a location for is the Legend of Atlorn the Lost. The achievement says it's on the long bridge south of Bismuth Grotto, and, shockingly enough, you'll find the encounter on the long bridge south of Bismuth Grotto, but don't fast forward just yet. I'm not going to show you the encounter because that would be a spoiler. I might do a video of it later. I'll link it here if I do. The encounter has a somewhat long cooldown after triggered, so you can't just back up and watch it again if you missed it. And on that note, here's how to get a good view so you don't miss it. Once you see the screen begin to change color, look to the left-hand side if you're coming in from this direction, stopping about right here and looking out at the water, not the bridge. It will take a few seconds to form, and then the scene will play out. Our last achievement is Soul-Shriven on Solstice, a play on the title of ESO's main quest, Soul-Shriven on Cold Harbor. With the reverse plane meld merging Cold Harbor and Solstice, a lot of Soul-Shriven have wandered through. Some of them are quest givers, in fact. But for this achievement, we're finding 5 particular Soul-Shriven and helping them out with whatever it is they're stuck on that they need to resolve to be happy. That was the first Soul-Shriven on our list, the chef near Zorhist Mines who needed her food seasoned. You can find her somewhere here-ish. In One Dark Brotherhood Sacrament, the job is to off a terrible bard who plays off-key. The hit was initiated by a priest who works near the bard and just could not stand to listen to the noise any longer. The priest did ask the terrible bard to move, but the bard refused, so clearly our boy had no choice but to hire assassins. Which sounds like crazy escalation, but this is that song, and usually by the time I find the bard in the sewers or wherever, I've heard it enough that I'm totally on board with the assignment. I'm pretty sure this is not the same NPC bard, and the Blade of Woe is dedicated to Sithis, while Cold Harbor is Molag Bal. But in my head canon, this is the same bard, and he's still waiting for a tip. He's near Ashbound Hall, and while I want to finish the achievement, and I do feel bad that he's stuck in Cold Harbor, I'm also conflicted about tipping for this. I suppose it's karma for all those times I Blade of Woed him. And now we'll move on to our third soul, and it's possible you're watching the video just for this guy. Your clue is in his name, Wayward Soul. See, he isn't in Eastern Solstice, he's on the other side of the wall. The achievement says on the Warmstone Village path, and that's true, it just isn't the path in Eastern Solstice. Wayward, as in lost. You're welcome. I looked for him until about midnight one night, went to bed, then woke up at 4 a.m. thinking, oh, I'll bet he's on the western side of the wall. 'Cause that's how my brain works, erratically and sometimes just to spite me. Meanwhile, this dancer was the first of the Soul-Shriven on Solstice that I found. Unlike the poor bard, this dancer is good at dancing and just wants someone to join in. He's a little northeast of Sea and Sword Lodge, and I always love it when an achievement calls for me to frolic. There should be more frolicking in the world in general. Frolic with the like button if you agree is how I'm going to sneak that into this video. Last on our list is the Overtired Soul near the world boss location Soulcaller's Haunt. Man, this poor fetcher. I feel this dude on a visceral level. If you haven't had a night where you're like actually mad at your bed, then, well, you're not over 30. Definitely by the time you're 40, you've had this night. I just mentioned being woken up at 4 a.m. because my stupid brain was so pleased with itself for figuring out the location of the Wayward Soul-Shriven. Couldn't go back to sleep until I checked. Logged in and sure enough, cool trick, brain, can I go back to sleep now? No? Damn it, brain. Anyway, if you can play a flute and help someone sleep, dude, do that. You may be having trouble with this one since he's the only one inside a building, but he's about here. That brings us to the end of the Soul-Shriven on Solstice achievement, so the next map I'll put up will have the exact locations instead of area circles. If you want to avoid seeing the exact locations, skip to the timestamp on the screen. I'll do a bit of a long fade-in to give them a moment to skip, and here's the map with the 5 locations of the achievement Soul-Shriven on Solstice. You can earn a reward for unlocking this achievement, which is the girdle for the Scythe Knight outfit style. And in case you're wondering what the Scythe Knight outfit style looks like, here it is. Each piece is unlocked through a different achievement, and I go through all of them in my video showcasing all of the rewards in Update 48 and the Writhing Wall video. That video is linked on the screen here in case you want to check it out. We're at the end of the locations associated with achievements, and speaking of the Update 48 rewards video, I'm now going to show the locations associated with rewards that I didn't show in the rewards video to avoid spoilers. First off, here are the general locations of the 2 wilderness crafting stations, Fellowship's Fortitude and Shared Burden. Fellowship's Fortitude is a defensive 12-piece set. You'll need to wear 12 pieces to get the full benefits of the set, and Shared Burden gives benefits to your companions, which is a brand new thing for a gear set. We got 2 new adornments with Update 48. These Azure Plasm Opal earrings are from the quest Fleeing the Shadows, which is a quest for Calendeville Gardens, the public dungeon in Eastern Solstice. The Solstice Pinned Blooms hair ornament is from the quest The Gates of Mornarl, which is the 5th step in the main Eastern Solstice zone story. Our last rewards that come from completing quests are the Stone Nest Zanmir face and body markings. The face marks come from the quest To Know the Void, which is the delve quest for the Zul Katama delve. The body marks are earned from completing the quest Roots in Stone, which is associated with the Zorhist Mines quest hub in the east. I quite like these markings. They're striking and the white pigment is unusual in body markings. And that's all the locations I didn't show in my rewards video. I hope you found what you were looking for. At the very end of the outro, I'll be showing the final version of the map with all exact locations marked in case you want to screen cap it, and please let me know how you feel about the maps in the comments section. Was this format helpful, or just a huge hassle for both of us? As always, thanks for watching till the end. I appreciate your time and support. I look forward to having you back in my little corner of the internet soon. Until next time, enjoy exploring Eastern Solstice, and may all your loots be leet.